Well, good morning, folks. Today's a big day. It's the first day of the month, first Friday of the month, which is NFP Day. It's always a big day on the calendar in the economic news, but particularly today because we've had four jobs numbers coming out this week already. We had the JOLTS job report, the ADP, we had another one, I can't even remember, and we had the jobless claims yesterday, and they're all pretty negative. Now, we've had sort of bumper numbers on non-farm payrolls. And today, I think we're going to have a bad number, a disappointing number, and that's going to bring the dollar down and bring the expectation for rate hikes down, and that's going to probably put pressure on the dollar and elevate things like the stock market and gold and euro and pound and some of the commodities. So let's just have a quick look at what's going on. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because it's a busy day for me. So I'm probably not even going to expand these charts, so you can put this on the big screen on your computer and have a look. But let's start from the right to the left again. I've got commodities here and natural gas on the top right. Just holding above that support, you can see the 20-period moving average just coming on underneath. We're still long on this and hoping for a move above 3 to 3.15. That's our target on natural gas, and actually just holding up pretty well so far. I will expand this one because this is the one that people seem to be most interested in. This is the longer term view. There we go. There's the target, top of that channel. We'll have a look at this on the day chart as well, actually. And we're just holding up quite well here. We did pull back from that pretty strong resistance level and just holding up. My target is above 3. I have a 50% position on long from 266. Looking at it on the day chart, you can see what this looks like. I've discovered this drawing tool on TradingView, which enables you to draw perfectly aligned channels, and when you apply this tool to the natural gas chart, it actually looks a lot better than the lines that I put on manually, which are always very scrappy. But there's the top of the channel, somewhere around there, at about 315. Today, this is a daily chart on the NYMEX Henry Hub price. Sorry about the scrappy nature of this video. I had a long night and been very busy trading. So I think we'll aim for 315, somewhere up there, break through 3 and up there. And I think it's just holding up above a little retracement after trying to get through $2.85.86, which is the top of this line where I've got the cursor. So far so good. And I think if the dollar comes off today, we'll have a look at the DXY shortly. With the NFP number, I think that'll be a bit of a boost for natural gas. And then sugar, we're short on sugar right from the very top of this last candle. That's looking good. We got in at 25.80, we're now at 25 cents, so moved down 80 cents already. That's really good. WTI just moving up, perhaps just dragging natural gas up along with it as commodities generally move up, except for sugar. But we're seeing it across the board really on a number of commodities, including the energies. Wheat still looking a little weak. I still think wheat's going to break down, but I don't want to talk too much about those right now. And then gold, I think if the dollar comes off today with the NFP. Now remember, we've had 4 bad job numbers in a row. Like I said, starting with the JOLTS number, ADP, unemployment claims, or whatever they're called in the US, jobless claims, all been pretty bad. We did see personal spending going up, though. That was a bit of a boost to the dollar. That was a bit unexpected, but apart from that, I think it's all going to rest on the NFP. And then URA, we're waiting for a pullback. We did get a little pullback yesterday. And then it bounced back up again, looking to buy uranium on dips. Platinum moving up higher, and silver. I think these are all just sort of retracing a little bit. They've been a little bit too strong, particularly silver and platinum. So they're just sort of building up a little flag there. And I think gold's the laggard. So gold's still got actually the biggest opportunity to rally and catch up a little bit with the others. And then palladium, well, that's just going to go down. I think this is a classic topping flat bottom formation on palladium. If you want to be selling any metals, I think palladium's the best one by far. Look at that beautiful topping pattern, flat bottom, a rounded top. It's a dome, and a breakdown through and a close beneath this sort of level at around 1,200 on its journey towards $600. And then stocks. So I think stocks are going to probably get a boost if we see the dollar coming down. But if we see jobs are really bad, not only will it bring the dollar down, in other words, we'll probably see bond yields come down, the dollar come down, which will boost everything else. But stocks, I think, might struggle a little bit if we see jobs are really, really bad. We've had these sort of blowout numbers on NFP for months and months now, and I think this is the first opportunity for us to see NFP really coming off quite sharply. And we could be like 90,000 jobs or 80,000. I don't think we'll be negative, but maybe less than 100,000. I think it's unlikely that we'll get down to those levels, but maybe 120, 150, something like that. That will not only be a boost for everything else, but it might actually be a little bit weird for stocks because although it'll boost the everything against the dollar, in other words, the dollar will come off, I think we might see I think we could see a little panic creeping into stocks. So I don't think stocks are going to go up as much as everything else does versus the dollar, but we'll see. And then yen pairs, well, we've been selling and hedging furiously, made up some good ground yesterday. All of these yen pairs came off, and I expect that we'll see the dollar yen move down sharply lower today. Still got this foghorn pattern. The yen pairs really all depend on this foghorn megaphone expanding pattern on the dollar yen, and if we can get this coming down sharply, that will pull all the yen pairs down with it. But we've already started on this, and we're short a couple of these. If you have a look at these on the daily chart, for example, I'll show you one, Swiss yen, for example. A massive move down yesterday, back down to the support level. But this pattern here, this huge, powerful move down to the support level at 164.50. It's a price magnet, and we saw that we're acting as a price magnet. And the price now just poised, anticipating a break through that level, and that would see that Swiss yen move down very sharply. But that'll all be contingent on this dollar yen coming off, and it'll drag everything else down with it. So, and some interesting longer term patterns on that I'll probably share on the weekend. I don't have time to do that today because of preparation for NFP, and I'm very tired, had a long night. So these are all the Forex majors trying to find support. So we're long on the euro, looking to get long on the pound. In fact, I think I'll put a trade on that, and then Aussie dollar as well. I think that looks pretty constructive. For those of you who are members, watch out for those signals a little bit later on today. And then all contingent on the dollar coming off based on jobs. And not only that, but we've got the good technical patterns here. This is the dollar index. There's the top. We've moved down sharply, 2-3 strong bearish days, and then a bounce yesterday, but just back up to the 78.6% Fibonacci. That's going to act as resistance yet again. It's a very key number in all charts, the 786, and that's where we've got to on dollar index, and that should be the top if we are to see what we think is going to transpire. Maybe a spike through. With NFP, there are always big spiky moves. Normally, the first move after the NFP comes out is the wrong move. So we could see dollar index spike up and then move down. But we're long on the euro already, and we're short on the dollar yen, looking to get long on the pound and the Aussie dollar. Take care. Have a great day. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up, despite my croaky voice and weird video. I hope it's been at least useful. It's a really big number today, everyone. If it follows on from what we've seen throughout this week, and knowing that the Fed is very, very focused on jobs, this could be a huge number. And if it's a very poor number, below 200, maybe closer to 100,000 jobs, goodness knows, if it was below 100, we'll see these markets go ballistic. So if you've enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. And also, there's a join button on this channel if you want to get some more additional information that I don't put out in public. For $7 a month, you can join the channel. Have a wonderful day. Bye.